Hey, well, guess what? I got a muskrat today in one of the beaver traps. Here's the little devil here hanging up. Give you an idea of the size of them compared to my hand. Doesn't take much to skin these little fellas. Maybe I'll take a couple of snaps as I'm doing it there. Anyway, got them right around the waist in a beaver trap, so you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes you get weird catches like that. Anyway, a little shout out to some of you guys. How about start with Al, my very first ever subscriber to my YouTube channel. Thank you, Al. And oh yes, I should say, I put a thread out there about sharpening Mora knives, etc. So, Johnny, you told me go ahead and do it. Put my Mora on one of those ceramic rod sharpeners, and yeah, you're right. It strengthens the edge, I think, and did a good job. I had an old Mora for many years. I'll still have it. Replaced it about a year ago with a new one, and I've sort of unreplaced it now. My problem was, here, I've never been real good at sharpening, or real patient, maybe is the word. And you know, it takes a bit of a touch, I guess, hand-eye coordination and all that, to do this curve at the tip. And I never really mastered it, to be honest. And so I sort of, the curve got a little warped looking, a little odd. And I said, what the heck, I'm going to get myself another knife. Just throw this one in the kitchen. And here's the other one I got. Well, I got to tell you, this newer one, I'm not too thrilled with it. It rusts. Now, okay, I'm not real good at taking care of my knives, okay, I admit. But it rusts. You look at it the wrong way and the friggin' thing rusts. And it doesn't stay sharp, not like this old one. Different steel, I'm convinced. And oddly enough, it came with this sheath. And strangely enough, the old one fits the sheath better than the knife that actually came with the sheath. Bizarre, I know. But anyways, so this one now, this new one, is going in the kitchen drawer. I spent a long time with two different sharpening stones, and I made a very good effort to rejuvenate this blade, give it its shape back, and it just seems to be better steel. So this one's back in use now. The other one's in the kitchen. So Johnny, thank you for your advice on that. Yeah, you're right. Ceramic rod's fine for these Mora grind knives. Now, recently Adrian put a thread out there where he made himself his first sheath, leather work, and he did a fabulous job. I gotta say, he did a really impressive job, like all you guys seem to do. Very skillful work. And I made myself a sheath too, and I have my skinning knife for many years, and it came with a sheath, and I guess it just got deteriorated, and I don't know if it rotted or fell apart or whatever. And then I bought a drywall gun, and it came with a leather sheath, very thick leather. The sheath wasn't worth beans. The gun fell out of it, and anyway. So I carved it up. I took the sheath and I carved the leather up and made a knife sheath out of it. And so, if you want to see some rough work, just look at this here. It's spectacular how rough it is. So anyway, it is functional. It sort of fits the knife, fits it Fits it well enough, too deep probably, but anyway, well, like they say, it'll do for farm use. So I'm going to get on with this muskrat here. It won't take long. Peel the hide off him and throw him on a stretcher. Right, so skinning a muskrat, not much to it, very similar to a rabbit. Case skin it. The hide comes off over the head, and pull the feet through, etc., etc. So, and I'll throw it onto the stretcher as soon as I get it off it. Very simple stuff. And here's the final result of the muskrat stretched out. So it's just a wire stretcher, and you squeeze it inward and slide the pelt down onto the stretcher, release the stretcher, and it spreads it just the right amount. If you know, I see there's these the dogs here, teeth in them, and you put them into the end of the hide and pull downward, and it keeps everything just stretched at the right tension. Well, here I haven't done it, but anyway, you trim whatever little bit of fat might be. I trimmed this. There's little pockets of fat. You don't have to be real fussy. Trim it, let it dry, you're done.